Greetings, humans. Today, just kidding. Sorry for saying that. Just so weird. I'm just trying to a new slogan. Anyways, today we're going to watch. We are going to. I can't find the word. Oh yeah. We're gonna watch the video on 14 Horror Stories Animated.
My name is Pascal.
Okay.
I'm 22 years old now, but this event happened 3 years ago when I was 19. It happened in the middle of the night when my parents were away for an important company meeting. The company was kind of far away from where we lived, so I stayed home by myself while they were gone.
Okay.
One time,
Creepy
while I
house.
was at home alone, I looked out the window randomly and
Why?
froze.
Holy
There was a
crap!
tall man, almost
Murder.
dressed entirely in black. He was
William
wearing
Afton.
a
William
tuxedo
Afton.
and holding a kitchen.
William Afton.
This guy was standing right outside of the door.
William Afton.
He wasn't laughing at all, and his head was twitching continuously. Sir?
By the way, guys, today we're going to make a new thing. Freaky Friday. How does that sound?
Please get off our property, otherwise I'll call the police. I opened the window and told him.
Don't talk to him,
Then
call
the
the
man
police.
replied, "Oh, you can do that if you want, as long as you don't look away." Because of this strange attitude, I felt anxious. So
William
I grabbed my
Afton,
cell
my
phone
boy.
and called the police. But when I looked out the window again, he was gone. At that very moment, I heard footsteps coming from downstairs.
Uh-oh.
I suddenly remembered that I forgot to lock my garden door,
Uh-oh.
so it was still open. I thought I was gonna die at first, but then I pulled myself together. I got my bat and looked down the stairs, slowly. A few moments later, we heard sirens. The man still did not move. But then he suddenly changed his mind and walked over to me. I tried to swing my bat towards him, but I was so scared. I couldn't do anything except scream. The police broke down the door.
Okay.
One policeman tried to arrest him, and the other one tried to take the knife away from him, but the man resisted. He was strong. Even though he was outnumbered, they couldn't stop him. They threatened to shoot him in the foot, but he didn't care. Furthermore, he attacked the two policemen, and they tumbled down to the ground. I ran to one of the rooms and slammed the door shut.
That's Michael Myers.
Kicked in the door. When the door opened, I could see his face, and I will never, ever forget that moment. However, at that very moment,
Bro got
the
shot.
police
He's
caught
dead.
up to him and shot his foot. The guy started screaming in pain.
Where's the serial
Shortly
killer?
after that, he managed to jump outside of a window and disappeared. The policemen chased after him, but unfortunately, they failed to arrest him. I never saw that guy again. I'm glad that I survived that incident, but I also feel nervous that he'll come to my house again. From that day on, I always made sure I locked all the doors and windows.
Oh, he's already in your house, bro. He's already in your house. Next video.
When I was a teenager, I would often explore the deep web with my friends, specifically weird stuff on the Hidden Wiki. There were definitely a lot of links to choose from. I never clicked on the violent links because I'm not into that. My friend Latrice told me to click on one that says new best friend.
What?
After doing so, it takes you to a page where you have to make a profile. I put the name Lisa on my profile. My real name is Susan. Once I made the profile, you are directed to a main page that has categories. They were silly, serious, smart, and smothering. We clicked smothering. I thought it was funny. After choosing, there was a list of people with their pictures, male and female. I clicked on the profile of a guy that had the name 5, like the number 5.
Wait, really?
And it didn't seem like someone who would be a smothering friend.
Yeah, the really
When I was
looks like a
searching through
creep.
his profile, I received a message from him asking if I were looking for a friend.
Wait,
I
what?
looked at Latrice,
What?
and she laughed, but also told
They're
me
gonna
to
get killed.
respond yes. So we're messaging back and forth
R.I.P.
for maybe 30 minutes.
God,
and then
thank God
Latrice had
that
to
ain't
go.
me.
I told him I'll be back on tomorrow, and he said okay.
Bro, why do
Maybe
you
a week
trust
went
random
by
people on the
where I
dark
would talk
web?
to him every night. He seemed very nice, so we exchanged numbers so we could talk more.
What?
Everything seemed fine until I clicked on another profile and someone else messaged me. I started talking with this other person, but still was texting the guy 5, which I knew his real name
Who's 5?
now as William. The new guy had the name Bill on his profile.
Veil.
A day went by, and he seemed cool, but then William randomly asked me why I was talking with Bill. I didn't know what to say, so I never responded. He kept texting with angry messages, so I blocked him. I didn't receive any texts.
You should have
only a single
responded.
message
You know he's gonna get
from that site,
mad.
and it said soon. One day after school, my friend Latrice came over to have a sleepover. We got comfortable, went to my room, and did our usual of surfing through the web, being nosy. I brought up that guy. Then I received a text message that said, "Why'd you block me?" from a random number. I replied with a question mark. Then it replied, "It's me, William." He texted me from another number after I blocked him. I told Latrice how creepy this guy is. Then Latrice stopped me from talking because she thought she heard something. Then I heard a voice. "I'm not that creepy."
What? He's in your house, bro?
By screaming and looking
Nah,
around.
he's coming for
I
you.
saw someone coming from under my bed, so we ran
Oh,
screaming
crap.
out of my room, and my mother called the cops. They didn't get him because he left through my window, and nothing could be traced back to him. I'm starting to think that he was both of the people I was talking to. That definitely opened my eyes to the dangers of the internet. I would never visit the dark web again.
Better not. Oh, he's videoing you. Okay, this is the last video we're watching, and then we're going to continue.
Me and my family went on our yearly
A few-
holiday to Madeira,
Tomorrow,
which is
yeah,
the
let's do it tomorrow.
birthplace of my parents. It
Weird
was pretty
Sunday.
normal for us to go annually, as our grandparents were living there. We would sleep in one of our grandparents' home, and during the day, we would go to festivals. If you do not know much about
Yeah, it's Saturday
Madeira,
and Weird Sunday.
then this story will probably give you a better idea. It's not that a physical thing occurred that holiday.
Okay.
It was just this nightmare that became very real for
Ah.
me as a child. As I said before, I was staying at my grandparents' house while in Madeira. I had a room to myself on the upper floor.
Okay.
It was pretty creepy since my grandmother loved Victorian.
Why do you love Victorian dolls? Look how creepy they are. They look like disabled monsters, like Gremlin, like Annabelle. For crying out loud, that's Megan up in there.
Style dolls. Once I was able to fall asleep, I had a creepy dream that I can't forget. I woke up, and from my bed, I could hear movement on the floor. I looked down to see that the floor was covered in black insects, just
Ew,
crawling around.
that's disgusting.
I could not
They actually
see
look
the
quite cool.
almond brown wood
Cool.
floorboards.
I ain't scared. Oh, now he's getting scared. Nah.
Someone
Who's
opened
up?
my door, and I saw my little brother come in, but behind him was a woman in a hideous purple dress.
What the?
I never saw this woman before, but before my brother even came closer to me, I saw the woman force her hand into his back and tear out his heart.
Oh,
I
no.
remember screaming in the dream, and all the woman said was, "Your parents aren't here." And I woke up. I was so scared that I went into the next room where my brother should have been asleep. But because it was dark, I couldn't see him. Well, I was a dumb kid. My anxiety level rose even higher. I ran out, went downstairs, and none of my parents were around. I started to panic more because of what that lady in my dream said, and I started to cry even more. Then I heard my older brother call my name from up the stairs. The stairs I just ran down. I told him I had a bad dream, and he stayed in my room after showing me that my little brother was snoring away in his bed. The next morning, my brother told my parents how I behaved.
They saw them
So
for
my
didn't
mother
they?
asked me what happened. I told her about the dream with the lady in the hideous purple dress. My mother's face became serious.
Why?
And she looked
Why?
worried.
Why is she
I
worried?
didn't know why, since that was unusual for her. About 2 years later, I was going through my parents' wedding album in our home in Madeira. While I was sorting out the top floor of the house with my younger brother, I noticed that one of the pictures was ripped in half. I thought it was unusual, so I began looking through to see
Oh,
where
little
the
mouse.
other half
They is so
was.
adorable. Look at
It
little
wasn't
mouses.
in the album.
Minnie
I
and
brushed it
Mrs.
off. About an hour later, I was going through one of the drawers
What?
in the living room cabinet.
Oh.
I saw this
Oh.
picture of a woman in a purple dress.
Oh, now I get
she
it.
looked
Now.
almost identical to the woman in my dream.
Oh.
It was the same dress.
Oh.
I began to get goosebumps, so I put the album on top of a table and opened it to the page with the teared up picture. I began to shiver once the tear of both pictures fit perfectly well together.
Oh.
With worry, I began to ask my mother who was in the image. All I know to this day is that she is perceived as a witch and fled with my maternal uncle from Madeira. Soon after, the whole community began to believe it. This is possibly all just a coincidence, but it does send a shiver down my spine.
She's a witch, bro. She
She
practiced dark magic.
in my dreams. I have no idea on whether or not I will forget the specific details of that dream, especially since I found out more about this woman, who is my aunt-in-law.
She's a witch. She practiced dark magic. How you not know this? Well, guys, this is the end of the video. So see you here and see you later.